Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, I have to say something before we even get into the cards, because I've been sitting with your energy for a few minutes now, and I need you to know that whoever you are, whatever you've been through, whatever these people put you through, you have a heart of gold. Like genuinely. And I'm not just saying that. I felt it the second I started shuffling for you. This specific kind of warmth that some people carry, the kind where if someone you love needs something, you just give it, no questions, no resentment, no keeping score. That's you. That's who you are. And what the cards are showing me today is that people have been taking that from you for a long time. And that ends now. Drop a comment right now and say, I know my worth. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that now and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's pull the Six of Cups reversed, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Six of Cups reversed, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. And right away, the cards are showing me exactly what's been going on. Six of Cups reversed first, and the Six of Cups upright is giving. Beautiful, generous giving. The kind where you remember what someone likes and show up with it. Where you give your time and your energy and your love freely. And reversed, that giving has been one-sided for way too long. Like you've been pouring and pouring and pouring into people who were holding their cup out and taking everything you offered and never once thought to fill yours back up. And the Six of Cups reversed in this position is showing me that this has been a pattern, not just one person. A whole group, people who got so used to receiving from you that they started expecting it, started treating your generosity like it was an obligation on your part, like you owed them your kindness. You don't. You never did. Then the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is someone walking away, not dramatically, not with a speech or a confrontation, just turning and leaving. And in this position, the Eight of Cups is showing me that you've reached a point, or you're reaching it right now, where continuing to give to people who take without giving back just stopped making sense. And the Eight of Cups person doesn't always explain why they're leaving. They don't always give the reasons. They just know, deep down, that it's time. And that knowing is one of the most powerful things you can feel. Because it means the part of you that accepts less than you deserve has finally had enough, and enough is the beginning of everything. And the Five of Pentacles, and I want to say something specific about this card because it matters. The Five of Pentacles is someone who's been left out in the cold, not because they didn't give, not because they weren't enough, because the people around them took everything and left nothing. And in this position, the Five of Pentacles is showing me what these people did to you energetically. They left you running on empty, gave nothing back, and then had the nerve to wonder why you weren't giving more. And I'm telling you, that ends because the next cards are about where you're going. And where you're going is nowhere near these people. And the Oracle card, you were a blessing they didn't deserve. You were a blessing they didn't deserve. And your guide said it exactly like that. Not you were too good for them, though that's also true. You were a blessing they didn't deserve. Like what you brought into these people's lives. The love, the time, the help, the showing up. That was a gift, a real one. And they treated it like furniture, like something that was just there. And what's happening now? What the Eight of Cups walking away and the Six of Cups reversed pattern finally shifting is showing me is that the blessing is leaving. And they haven't fully understood that yet, but they will. They are going to feel your absence in a way they never felt your presence. Drop a comment and say, I am a blessing. Because you are. And it's time you treated yourself like one. The Empress the Four of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Empress, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. And these three cards together are showing me who you are right now and where you're going. And I need you to really receive this. The Empress first. And the Empress is the card I always want to see for someone who's been through what you've been through. Because the Empress doesn't chase. She doesn't beg for what she deserves. She knows what she's worth, and she lives from that knowing. And what I'm seeing for you is this Empress energy coming online. Like the love and the time and the care you were pouring into people who didn't deserve it is being redirected back to yourself. And when someone with your heart, your genuine gold standard heart, starts giving themselves the love they've been giving everyone else, they glow. Like actually glow. And you're glowing right now. And people are noticing. And they don't know what to do about it. And you don't owe them an explanation for your glow. Then the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is arrival, homecoming, something new settling into place. And in this position, the Four of Wands is the life that becomes available when you stop spending your energy on people who drain it. Like the time and love you were giving away for free starts coming back to you in new forms, new people, new opportunities, new versions of your life that actually reflect who you are. And the Four of Wands has a celebratory quality. Like the universe itself is celebrating the fact that you finally started putting yourself first. And the celebration has your name on it and the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles right here with the Empress and the Four of Wands is the material confirmation of everything I just said. Something new beginning in your physical life. Something real, something tangible. Something that says the energy you were spending on people who didn't deserve it is now building something that does. And the Ace of Pentacles is a beginning card, which means this is just the opening of what's available to you now. And what's available to you now is so much bigger than what you were settling for. And the Oracle card. The love you were giving away, give it to yourself now. The love you were giving away, give it to yourself now. And this is the whole shift in one sentence. All that love, all that care, all that showing up and giving and helping and being there for people who couldn't be bothered to be there for you, turn it around. Face it inward. Give yourself the patience you gave them. Give yourself the grace you gave them. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt you always gave them but never gave yourself. And watch what happens to your life when you become the main recipient of your own love. Because you're about to find out. And what you find out is going to change everything. Drop a comment and say, I give my love to myself now. Because that's the assignment, and it's the most important one you've ever had. The Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands reversed, the Page of Swords. Okay. The Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands reversed, and the Page of Swords. And this is what's happening on their end right now. Let me be specific. Seven of Wands first. And the Seven of Wands is someone defending their position from people coming at them from all sides. And I want to be clear, this isn't you on the defensive. This is them, because you moving differently, you glowing up, you redirecting your energy, you not jumping when they call, has put them on the defensive. They don't know what to do with a version of you that doesn't need them. And the Seven of Wands energy they're feeling is the specific discomfort of losing control over someone they took for granted. And that discomfort, that's not your problem to fix. That's the natural consequence of treating someone with a heart of gold like a doormat. Then the Ten of Wands reversed. And the Ten of Wands upright is someone carrying too much. Weighed down by burdens that aren't theirs to carry. And reversed. That weight is being put down. And in this position, the Ten of Wands reversed is two things at once. It's you finally putting down the weight of these people's emotions and needs and demands. And it's them starting to feel the weight of their own stuff without you underneath it. Because here's the thing, you were absorbing so much for these people. So much of what should have been their burden you were carrying, and now you're not. And they're starting to feel what they were handing you this whole time. And it's heavy, and they don't like it. And that's not your problem either. And the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is the spy card. The one who's always trying to find out information. Watching, asking questions, wanting to know what you're doing, where you're going, why you're moving differently. And in this position, the Page of Swords is showing me exactly what these people are doing right now. Asking questions, fishing for information, wondering why you're not reporting to them anymore, why they can't walk all over you, why you're not explaining yourself. And your guides are saying, you don't owe them answers. Not one. Let them wonder. Let them ask. Let them sit with the mystery of a version of you that no longer makes itself available for their benefit. Because your silence right now is more powerful than anything you could say. And the Oracle card, they need you way more than you ever needed them. They need you way more than you ever needed them. And your guides want this to really land, because when you've been giving to people for a long time, you can start to feel like you need them. Like you're the one who depends on the connection. And your guides are flipping that completely. You never needed them the way they needed you. You brought the love, you brought the warmth, you brought the showing up and the giving and the heart of gold. And without that, without you, they are going to feel the emptiness of what they had and threw away. And some of them are already feeling it. And the ones who aren't yet, give it time, because absence makes the truth very loud. Drop a comment and say they needed me more than I ever needed them, because that's true, and deep down, you always knew it. The world, the sun, the Six of Wands, okay. The world, the sun, and the Six of Wands for where you're going. And I need you to take in every single one of these. The world first. And the world is completion. Full circle. The end of a cycle that needed to end. And in this position, the world is showing me that what you're walking away from, the people, the dynamic, the pattern of giving and getting nothing back, is a completed chapter, not an abandoned one. Completed, like you stayed long enough to learn everything that chapter had to teach. And now it's done. And what comes after a completed chapter in a world card reading is the next chapter. And the next chapter, with the Empress energy and the Ace of Pentacles beginning and the Four of Wands arrival, is nothing like the last one. And that is entirely the point. Then the sun. And the sun, after everything these people put you through, the using, the taking, the treating you like your feelings didn't matter. The sun is the full emergence. Lights completely on. The fog these people kept you in just gone. And the sun has a specific quality here that I want to name. It's not the happiness of someone who never went through anything. It's the happiness of someone who went through something and came out the other side still intact, still whole, still themselves. And that kind of happiness is unshakable. Because it was earned, and it's yours, and it's coming. And when it arrives, it's going to feel like everything the hard season was actually for. And the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is victory, recognition, people seeing you, correctly seeing you. And in this position, for where you're going, The Six of Wands is showing me something that I think is going to feel really significant. The people who underestimated you, who took you for granted, who treated your kindness like a resource to be used, they're going to watch you win. And they're not going to be able to say they didn't see it coming, because they had a front row seat to who you are. They just didn't pay attention. And you're going to win anyway, with the heart of gold still intact. And the winning is going to be everything. And the Oracle card, your kindness was never weakness. It was always power. Your kindness was never weakness. It was always power. And your guides want to be so clear about this, because I think sometimes when you've been taken advantage of for your kindness, you start to wonder if the kindness was the problem, if being loving and giving and generous just made you a target. And your guides are saying, no, the kindness was never the problem. The people who didn't know how to honor it were the problem. And your kindness, the heart of gold, the showing up, the giving generously, that is the empress energy. That is the power. And redirected toward the right people and toward yourself, it becomes the most magnetic force in your life. And you're about to see that in action. Drop a comment and say, my kindness is power, because it is. And you're just getting started with it. Okay. Tea leaf cards, 6 of them. First tea leaf card, a cup that finally stopped being held out for others, being filled for yourself. A cup that finally stopped being held out for others, being filled for yourself. And this is the whole shift in one image. The cup has been held out for so long, waiting for someone to fill it back, hoping someone would notice it was empty, and nobody did. And the tea leaf card is showing me the moment you stop holding it out and turn it around and start filling it yourself. And what goes into the cup when you fill it yourself? Your own love, your own care, your own attention is the highest quality love you'll ever receive, because it comes from someone who knows exactly what you need. And that someone is you. And you're finally filling up. Next tea leaf card, a long line of people who suddenly realized what they lost. A long line of people who suddenly realized what they lost. And I say suddenly, but honestly, it was never sudden. The realization has been building. Every time they tried to call on you and you weren't there. Every time they needed the help you used to give and found out nobody else gives it the way you did. Every time they wanted the warmth and found the absence of it. And the line is long because you touched a lot of lives and you improved a lot of lives. And most of them didn't say thank you when they had the chance. And now they're standing in that line, holding the empty cup, realizing, and you're not in the line. You're not even near the line. You're somewhere else entirely, glowing, building, thriving. Next tea leaf card, someone moving in silence, building something nobody saw coming. Someone moving in silence, building something nobody saw coming. And this is you right now. And the moving in silence is everything. Because these people want information. They want to know your next move. They want updates on why you're different. And the tea leaf card is showing me your response to all of that. Silence. Purposeful, powerful, I don't owe you anything silence. And in that silence, you're building. With the Ace of Pentacles energy and the Empress power and the Four of Wands arrival, you're building something. And when it's done, when what you've been building in the quiet becomes visible, The people who were demanding explanations are going to understand why you didn't give them any. Next tea leaf card. People trying to reach a door that's no longer unlocked for them. People trying to reach a door that's no longer unlocked for them. And this image is so specific because it's not that the door is gone. You didn't disappear. You didn't become someone different. The door just isn't unlocked for them anymore. And the people who used to walk in and out of your energy whenever they needed something are finding out that the automatic access they assumed was permanent wasn't. It was a choice you were making, and you stopped making it. And the door being closed to them is not a punishment. It's just the natural result of them not treating the access with respect. And access to someone with your heart of gold is a privilege, not a right. And they had it, and they wasted it. And you have every right to close the door. Next tea leaf card. The version of you that was a doormat and the version of you that's arriving, standing side by side. The version of you that was a doormat and the version of you that's arriving, standing side by side. And this image, because both of those versions are you, and the version that gave everything and got nothing back, she wasn't weak. She was just pointed in the wrong direction. She had all that love and all that generosity and all that heart of gold energy, and she poured it all toward people who weren't equipped to receive it properly. And the version arriving, the empress, the glow up, the building in silence, she has the same heart, the same love, the same generosity. She just knows where to point it now. And the difference between those two versions isn't how much love she has. It's who she gives it to. And the first person on that list is herself. And the last tea leaf card, a life that starts to look like what you always deserved. Finally, a life that starts to look like what you always deserved. Finally. And your guides ended on this word on purpose. Finally. Because it has been a long time coming. The heart of gold, the giving, the being there for everyone, you always deserved to have that reflected back. To have someone show up for you the way you showed up for them. To have a life that felt as good on the inside as what you were building for everyone else. And the finally is arriving in the Empress energy and the Six of Wands victory and the World card completion and the sun fully on. All of it building toward the life that looks like what you always deserved. And it's not a fantasy. It's in your cards right now. And it's real. And it's finally yours. Okay, final messages from your guides. 6 cards. You owe these people nothing. You owe these people nothing. And your guides want this to be the first message because I think some part of you has been wondering if that's really true. If you maybe owe an explanation, an apology, a reason for why you're moving differently. And your guides are being so direct. Nothing. Not an explanation, not a reason, not a response to their questions, not a justification for your growth. If anything, every single one of these people owes you an apology that you're probably never going to get. And you don't need it. Because the apology you give yourself, the act of choosing yourself, of redirecting your energy, of deciding your heart of gold belongs to you first, that's worth more than anything they could say. You owe them nothing. You owe yourself everything. Next final card. Stand your ground. Don't explain yourself. Stand your ground. Don't explain yourself. And your guides are so direct here because they're seeing something specific. These people are going to come. Maybe they already are coming with questions. with demands, with frustration that you're not available the way you used to be. And some of them are going to make it very uncomfortable, very loud, very persistent. And your guides are saying, stand your ground. Your moving differently isn't something that requires an explanation. Your glow up doesn't need a press release. Your decision to stop being treated like a doormat doesn't need their approval. And the strongest thing you can do when they come with the questions is say nothing. Because your silence tells them everything they actually need to know, which is that you've decided and the decision is final. Next, final card. The further you get from them, the better you feel. The further you get from them, the better you feel. And your guides are confirming what you might already be starting to notice. Because every step away from the energy of people who drain you creates more room for the energy of things that fill you. And the better you feel is not a coincidence. It's not you imagining it. It's the actual physical and energetic result of not spending yourself on people who take without giving. And the further you get, the clearer your mind gets, the lighter your body feels, the more your own voice gets louder than the noise of their opinions. And at some point, you're going to look back at the distance between where you are and where you were, and you're going to go, I should have done this so much sooner. And then you're going to turn back around and keep going. Next, final card. The right people are coming. They treat hearts of gold like the treasure they are. The right people are coming. They treat hearts of gold like the treasure they are. And this message, because I know one of the quiet fears underneath all of this is, what if I give and give and this is just what happens to me? What if everyone takes? And your guides are saying, no. The people who take are not representative of all people. They're representative of the wrong people. And the right people, the ones who are calibrated to recognize a heart of gold when they encounter one, treat it completely differently. They show up, they reciprocate, they're grateful, they give back. And those people exist, and they're coming, and they're going to find a version of you who finally knows her worth. And that combination, someone with your heart meeting people who actually deserve it, is going to be one of the most beautiful things you've ever experienced. And it's coming. Next, final card. Save this reading. Share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Save this reading and share it with someone who needs to hear this today, because I know you know someone who gives everything and gets nothing back, someone who's been treated like a doormat by people who don't deserve the love they've been receiving. And when you share this, what comes back to you is tenfold, always. And come back and drop a comment when the glow up becomes undeniable. Come back when the people who took you for granted start to feel your absence. Come back when the life that looks like what you always deserved starts to become the life you're actually living. Because it's going to happen, and we want to be there when it does. And the very last card, God gave you that heart of gold on purpose, and He's not going to let it go unrewarded. God gave you that heart of gold on purpose, and He's not going to let it go unrewarded. And your guides saved the most complete truth for last. Because the heart you carry, the showing up, the giving, the loving people the way you do, that didn't come from nowhere. It was given to you intentionally for a reason. And the reason was never so that people could take advantage of it. The reason was so that it could be used correctly by you in the right direction toward the right people and toward yourself. And God sees what was done with what He gave you. He saw every time you gave and got nothing back, every time you showed up and were dismissed, every time your heart of gold was treated like it had no value. And the reward, the Empress glow up, the Ace of Pentacles beginning, the Six of Wands victory, the sun fully on, the world completed, is the answer to all of it. God gave you that heart on purpose, and the purpose is about to make itself very clear. Okay, to bring it all home, you are a beautiful soul. You've been treated like a doormat, and you owe these people nothing. And the cards showed us everything. The Six of Cups reversed and the Eight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles showed us what's been happening. The one-sided giving, the leaving, the being left on empty. The Empress and the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles showed us who you are and where you're going. The glow up, the arrival, the new beginning. The Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands reversed and the Page of Swords showed us what's happening on their end. The panic, the wait, the desperate need for information you're not giving them. And the World and the Sun and the Six of Wands showed us the destination, completion, full emergence, victory, and the cup finally being filled for yourself. The long line of people realizing what they lost. Moving in silence, building something nobody saw coming. The door no longer unlocked for them. The two versions of you standing side by side. A life that finally looks like what you always deserved. All of it confirming you have a heart of gold. It was never the problem. And it's about to be your greatest gift. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I know my worth, and I owe them nothing, and my kindness is power. Because every word of that is true, and the glow up is already happening. Save this, share it with someone who needs to hear this today, and come back when the victory arrives. We want to be there for it. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Thank you so much for being here today. Take really good care of yourself, fill your own cup, and remember, you have a heart of gold. And from now on, it belongs to you first. This is Moonveil Tarot signing off. Bye, loves.